Hello everyone, I'm here with Tor Helness, Norwegian World Grandmaster and number 6 in the world ranking. Hello Tor.
Hello, pleased to be here.
Tor, when did you start to play bridge?
Well, you know, I'm getting an old man. It's very many years. It's almost 50 years ago. At the age of 9, I started to play with my parents at home.
I check in your results that first you play in the open teams in 1971, and then in 1980 you won the junior championship in Israel. Is it strange?
Well, maybe not so often. I joined the open Norwegian team at the age of 19. I think it was in 1979 actually, and I don't know why I didn't play junior before that, but obviously I also joined the junior team the year after, and we won in Israel.
Then you get a lot of good results during the 90s, during the 80s, but never first. How is it frustrating in some way? I mean, it's always sometimes second, sometimes third.
Well, you know, every good bridge player hates to lose, you know. But you must realize at that time, that's more than 30 years ago, I was playing on the Norwegian team, and we are a very, very small country. You know, we never had this very good team. Normally, there were 2 good pairs and one a little weaker pair, and that was just not good enough to win. We ended up maybe number 2 and 3 and 4, you know, but to win is, I think you need 3 really good pairs in the team.
And in these 30 years, how do you feel the evolution of the game?
Yeah, well, obviously the game develops, and you can see when I started, the system was very, well, not so sophisticated, and I have learned a lot during the years, and especially maybe you can say after I started with Geir, and that I think that was in the early 90s, playing with him now for more than 25 years. We always find new things, and so I have the feeling that if I met, you know, say the blue team from 1950s, 1960, I think personally we would kill them, because the game is been improved so much over the years.
A lot of it, for example, in the competitive auction.
Oh, indeed, but also in slam bidding and well, you know, all parts of the game, really.
Okay. And tell me something about your partnership with Geir. When did you start? You are one of the most ancient pair in this world.
Well, you know, it started back in the early 90s, and. Well, how old was I? That is more than 20 years, so I was quite young, but Geir, of course, was even younger. And we started to play together, and of course he was a very good player at that time. And as I told you, there's not that many good players in Norway, so we found each other, and we've been playing, keep on playing after that.
The fact that you start before him help him to grow in some way, or you mean you were like a mentor for him or not?
Well, you know, when we started, of course, I was the more experienced player, so I would guess that the first years I could learn something, but after a few years, I think we are at the same level.
And something about the mixed events. You play often with your wife Gun, and you get a lot of good results. I mean, in 2005 in Tenerife, you won both the mixed pairs and the mixed teams event.
Yeah, but you know, to play a mixed event, it is how shall I put it? Another ball game. You know, it's very strange, and maybe that is the main reason why you see so few women in the open. Competitions. Not often you see them win, at least. But the problem is I can play say a European tournament like this lasting for a week or maybe 2 weeks, and I have more or less no bad days, and almost never make mistakes. The problem with the women players, my experience, I must say, is that they can play very well for a couple of days, and then we come to the third days, and suddenly they seem to have forgotten the game. They make so many mistakes. And that is when I play with my wife. Of course, we have played many events together, and as you said, we have won the Europeans both for teams and pairs. But to be, if we shall have a chance to win an event like this, I need her to be in top shape all the days. We can't afford to have one bad day or even one half bad day. Then you can't win any longer. So that is I think the main problem.
Okay, in 2007 you won the Bermuda Bowl with Norway, and then in 2009 you switched to Monaco. Can you tell something about this change in your life? Also, you moved. You have to spend half of your time in Monaco and Norway.
Well, then I would go back to, I can't remember, I think it was 2002 or 2003 or something. And, I used to work as a stockbroker for very many years, and the bridge was my hobby. But then I had a heart attack, and my doctor tells me that, it's time to find another job. You can't work as a broker any longer. And then, it was easy for me, because then I think, okay, then I start to play professional bridge. It's good for my heart. Here in Norway, it's not a market for professional bridge players. There's very little income. And then I met, after some years, I played some years in the States from different sponsors, and then I met up with Pierre Zimmermann, and we made an agreement, and after that I've been on his team. And that agreement also meant that I had to, move out of Norway and play for Monaco and the national team of Monaco. That's part of the agreement.
Okay. And how do you live in Monaco? Is it good?
Of course, it's good to live in Monaco, and the other thing, we have a flat down there, and of course the climate is so much warmer. And here in Norway, we are here now. You can see it's the middle of the summer, and we are all freezing. So that's a big difference.
Do you have a favorite convention?
Well, I used to say that I don't like conventions. I think to get good results, you need a good understanding of the game. It's not the conventions that make a pair good. So I play, me and Geir, we are playing, as I told, more than 25 years, and we have, almost no conventions. We play very, very natural.
I saw every time that you finish first, as a first pair outside. Why is that? What is the secret?
The secret? I don't know. I've been playing bridge for nearly 50 years, and after so many years, I would say most of the boards get a little routine. I don't need to spend energy on the board. It goes very fast to finish the board. It's very automatic, and of course some boards in here and there will take time, but most of the boards go very smoothly. And if I have opponents that also can play fast, we are always the first one. And I've been waiting so many hours in my bridge life that you can't even imagine.
Thank you very much, Tor.
Yes, thank you so much.
Anywhere you go to love me, love